Okay, so I know we following the journey for me to be getting my yes. So we're following the journey, me getting situated for trying to get my funds together for my business ideas and stuff like that. We're at the part where I'm still fixing my credit and stuff like that. 2 weeks ago, I did a short video and showed everybody where I went in and mailed in first couple rounds of my letters. And I realized 2 nights ago, Experian went up 50 points. And then when I got up this morning, TransUnion had went up 17 points. And it's only in 2 weeks, so I have more here. I just left the library and I found more mistakes or errors, and I'm going to dispute those as well. So this is the process. I'm going to run into the post office and get these shipped off. Certified mail. Okay, I decided to go ahead and get a sandwich while I was out because, like I said, I hadn't had it figured out when I first came out exactly which way I was going to go with getting, some work done or whatever, regardless of emotions. And then I thought of some things I can do as soon as I get in. I'll probably show you guys what I'm going to be doing. But I figured since I'm going to run out of time, I went on my local uh, neighborhood gas station, but they make sandwiches. I got me a breakfast sandwich. So I got me some egg and sausage and cheese going down because I think I'm not going to have time to cook. I think today's supposed to get up to like 100 something in humidity level. And so I'm trying to think of some things I could do in the house instead of come out and hustle, my soaps and things. So I don't know. I got a deep down feeling it's going to be a hard week for me, but I think I'm going to, again, not take no excuses for myself and try to do as much as I can, as long as I can today. Okay, now this is where I was saying they cut down all the trees, but when I turn the corner, you'll see that it's clearer to the other side. Um, it feels weird, and that's all I could really say. I'm not sure what they're going to develop, but I know they're going to be, putting something here. I haven't really decided how I feel about it, and not in a I want to do something about it way, but just as a person that lives in the community, it's like very. It's a little exciting, but it also is like you just never know what's going to happen. We've all tried to guess. Not all, but some in the neighborhood. Some say they think it's going to be a trailer park. Some people say they think it's going to develop and they're going to put houses. I'm not sure, but all this was trees. All this, all the way to the back, to where I show y'all that curve that I'm usually cutting to go and go home. But it's all the trees. It's just clear. All this was trees on the other side too. Like one time, I couldn't see to the back of the neighborhood. We had to go around the curve. But you see that piece of house there? Now we can see clear to the other side of the neighborhood. And on this side, it's a road on the other side of where these woods used to be. And I realize now at night you could be walking and see people driving down that way. None of that was like that. There are always changes going on. And I think I just it makes you think about the seriousness of just what's going on because you never know what a change can bring. Sometimes they're good changes, sometimes they're bad changes. But being financially fit to bust a move in case of something very important, being able to be financially fit that if something goes on back here and I want my parents to relocate or God forbid they decide, oh, I'm ready to move, then this financial freedom means something. Something very, very small can have a really big outcome. And if you don't like the outcome, but you're not prepared to do something about your own happiness, I think we're just going to all end up pretty much miserable, sad. But I did like watching this part because I also want to own land one day. So watching them develop, if I'm still, here in the K where I'm from, it's a learning experience too. You know what I mean? I played a little bit with wanting to purchase homes when I was way younger, about 19. I'm 43 now. And I was into the whole let's flip some houses thing. And I ran across an opportunity where the people I was renting from, I don't know how sometimes God just give you all this awesome favor because I was just a regular little hard worker. And the place I was renting from them was one of their cheapest. But I made my payments on time all the time. One day I go in to go make my rent payment and they hand me a paper with like 40 houses on it. They show me where the key box is. And then this family that owned this business went on to tell me that any houses I wanted, let them know so that, because they were going out of business and they were going to give me every house I wanted. And I didn't understand the value yet. I think I understood kind of, but because of fear, um, I guess it let me go ask questions instead of just busting the move like I should have. And I wanted to. I went in and checked out the houses that I wanted, and I only picked 3. And as far as the rest of them, they had told me I could get the keys anytime I want, and come look through them, see if I want them, see what I want to do. And my own fear let me go ask somebody else about it, even though I knew it was a good move. It would be a big deal to do at the age of 19, but nevertheless, a good deal to do. You know what I mean? I would have owned 3 homes already. And a lot of things happened between the age of 19 and 30 that leads me to believe that I didn't make the biggest mistake in the world. However, what I have now done is I missed a great opportunity. Because I asked somebody else their opinion and they were older than me. I asked a couple people. And I'm not going to say they were afraid, but everyone kind of so far kind of were leaning towards, oh, no, you don't want to get a house because you don't know what the house is going to have wrong with it. I think fear. Because the same people who said that were older people who had a house. So sometimes as I'm getting older and I see people that was my age doing things and making moves, I try not to discourage them. I might not understand what makes them want to leave South Carolina and go to Oklahoma or something like that. But man, that part where we telling people the bad part first, there's nothing wrong with giving somebody the truth or letting them know the negatives. But yeah, be able to back it up. Because some of those people, I think it was a matter of, and I didn't know this till I got older. Like one lady, I ended up learning later that it wasn't about that. It was all about the fact that she went to the place and tried to get the houses, not understanding that God had blessed me to a point they offered me the houses. She went and offered money just so she could be the one to get the houses in the neighborhood. So I had another one. I know they loved me. They just didn't want me to get financially bogged down because I had just had to quit college. I went for 2.5 years of university. And so I think they just didn't want me to get myself in a worse way. You know what I mean? And then I know that some family members were scared because they felt like, well, baby, if you make this move, we're not going to be able to help you because we actually can't afford that. And I think fear kind of settled in for me and probably the people I was getting my advice from. But nevertheless, there's always been an interest for this type of thing for me. So watching something get developed is actually fun. I'm definitely the girl that watches all the remaking and remodel shows and DIY shows. I'm definitely her. But glory to God, like I said, I'm not taking no excuses from myself. And hopefully on one of these vlogs, I'll be vlogging that I got a piece of land. All right, I'll be back later. The biggest move that I made in the third quarter of the year of 2023 is I finally was able to purchase a storage that's for my business only, so separate from my housing things from when I had to relocate. I'm really, really excited. This is a big deal. I can now store more jars, more glasses, perfume jars, whatever I need. And I'm really, really excited about it. It's not that I'm not balling yet, but, this is a thing that can at least allow me to have a little more in my arsenal so that when people ask me for things, it's not that I get tired of running out of things. Like I'm ready to hit the road and run, run, run. So it's kind of like setting myself up. Here I'm just going through some things, trying to organize a little bit. Those are some backdrops that I've had for a really long time, but I don't have a studio area yet or none of that kind of stuff. All of it's in the works. I want you to keep following me. Make sure you subscribe so that you can, follow me on my journey. And as I battle, bipolar depression and also become a millionaire. Like I think I could do it. So I want you guys to follow. There's a moment of silence that is going to come up, just as a way to give my respect to a couple of people that I lost this quarter. And I love them, and they're now gone. And sometimes you don't understand how much you might miss a person you haven't seen in a long time until all you have is a picture left. And so I leave a little tribute for them at the end. And I don't know what to say. This is a big deal. It's even more scary than anything else. I mean, and everything crossed my mind before I got it. Like, Lord, what happens if I can't pay no more? Or, what am I going to do with all my stuff? Because I plan to fill this sucker up with business. You know what I mean? I'm running on. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to even go through my housing one and sift through it. Here we go, guys. Rest in peace to my sugars, some of my favorite people. And that's it. Moment of silence.